One of the best things we can do in the winter is to make sure we stay in touch and be bold to get to know ourselves and our own essence. On the road, there's a lot going on around us, but the nice thing about the winter is it gives us the chance to embrace and hold on to our boldness, because when the season changes, we know that we need to embrace our boldness again. And there's so many things we can do in the winter to work on that muscle of keeping up our courage and just being ready to shift up and shift down. And like I said earlier, keep up our tempo and make sure we keep engaged in our traction at all times. We never want to just roll into life and roll around the corners of life or on our motorcycles. Now, yes, I'm a believer in it's about the journey, not the destination. You have some people, they want to, take a ride somewhere, and sometimes I do it too. You just want to go somewhere for a short ride and maybe jump in the ocean. I like to do that in the summers. Or go with a group where we're just going to meet up and have some coffee and hang out and catch up. But there's other times where we're going to ride hardcore. We're going to leave at 8:30. I don't know how hardcore that is, but we'll leave at 8:30. And we're really about getting the miles and getting the twists and turns. We're not going on the highway. We just want to enjoy the twists and turns of the day and challenge ourselves. And that focus and keeping your traction on and not just coasting on any level takes a lot of energy. And when you return home 5 o'clock at night, then you are emotionally and physically exhausted. So the best thing you can do to be ready for the next season is stay engaged and use your mental and your muscle memory to keep up that stamina in the winter. So there's some different activities you could do, but one of the things I like to do is to take time, sometimes maybe on a snowy day, and just retrain and think about what you're focused on in life for the next season. So, like I said, you don't want to just let your mind just kind of get mushy, and you want to keep that mental strength and focus. And mindfulness, you want to keep that muscle strong. And one of the ways I actually will do once a year is I have a little bit of a planner in me. And so what I'll do is, I know this is a week one, I have to do another one for this year, but this is to make up like a vision board. And so this is my quick vision board I did last year. And it talks about, dreams of writing a book and storytelling and some of the goals that I have for working on that. So this is something you can do at home. Just get some old magazines, or you could print out things from the computer, but it's nice to find things that come in the mail that are handy, or at your hairdressers. They always have old magazines that you can say, can I have an old one? And you can cut out things or phrases that you like and keep you on track. So it's about the journey, and you have a kind of a direction on where you want to go. Because the biggest point of this exercise is to listen, to be quiet, silent, and listen. Enneagram, there's an Enneagram for silent. Silent is listen. The same letter is just in a different order. And so when you work on, this is one thing you could work on, is you have to be silent and you're just listening to what comes to you from within, deep within. It's not about external. There's a lot that goes on, and stimulation. It could be TV, the weather, people around you, what other people want for you, and what they want for themselves, and what role you play for them. But it's most important that you work on your mindset and keep your own traction and shift your own gears, and just work on that in the winter. So that is something that you can work on. You could maybe journal some words and phrases, some mantras, things that you want to put on your vision board. But it's a great activity to do with friends, family, and it teaches everyone to be present and listen, because on your motorcycle, you need to be present and listen. So I just wanted to give that tip for you. If you have any other tips how to stay courageously on track, please share them in the notes below. And I will see you next week, y'all. Bye.